Hello friends, hope you all are doing good. And in this video, we are going to see how to effectively send mail to a HR or recruiter. So you have prepared 3-4 months with dedication, and now the time has came to apply for jobs. So as we can see that there are like many sources to get the job updates. Okay, and one of it is Naukri. So in Naukri, what happens is that either a recruiter provides their email address in the job in the JD, they provide the email address like send me a mail over this email ID, or they send you messages. So you have to reply on that message, and it is in pre-format. So that's regarding Naukri. It's pretty straightforward. On LinkedIn, like LinkedIn jobs. So that is also like you have to apply from their portal. But in this also, let's say if any like TL or technical manager, sometimes what they do is that they post that, okay, we have this job opening with us, and this is the mail of the HR. Please send them their resume. Okay, so this is the case we are targeting for. And there are some WhatsApp Telegram group also. So that provides like email IDs of recruiters. So you have to send your mail to them, email IDs. Okay, so whenever we have to send an email to any recruiter, so this thing will work for you. And in this video, we'll see that what is the best possible approach or the time to apply, because with doing all these things, we are improving our chance of watching our resume. So what happens is that HR get lots of resume. So if I can give you an example that this is this HR inbox, and he or she has got like more than 20 mails. Okay, so if they see your mail in the more upper position, and with the crisp and clear message, so it obviously increases your chance of recruiter opening that mail and replying to you, and effectively you uh, getting that job. Okay, so what's the subject line? This is the most important part, because once you're done with sending your mail, so now it's up to the HR to whether open your mail or what to do. So it should be like whatever position you are applying. So if you are applying for QA or SDET, whatever position you are applying to, you should mention that. After that, your experience. So let's say you are 5 years of experience, and your mail ID contains some like predefined limit. So in that only you have to use shortcuts. Okay. So QA is that 5 years of experience and highlight. So let's say you are ISTQB certified, or you have done any certification of GCP or Azure or CCNA, any certification which you can highlight. So please mention it, and it's kind of you selling yourself. Okay, so you have to tell the recruiter, okay, this without opening the mail. So this is the subject line, and the recruiter can filter out certain candidates. And the location is kind of optional. If you don't have any like certification or any highlight, let's say by highlight, like certification will come into this part, and by highlight I mean um, let's say you can join in 15 days, so that's your highlight. Got it? So if it is 60 days or 90 days, then please don't mention it, but any other thing which you want recruiter to know about you, then you must tell in the subject line itself. I hope it is clear. So what will be the final subject line? So it should be SDET, like you can use the pipe, and after that you are 5 year of experience, you are ISTQB certified. So this way, and you can join in 15 days. Okay, you can put 15 days here and ISTQB here, because maybe recruiter is opening it in mobile and he or she can only see up to here. Okay, so that way you are improving your chance of recruiter opening that mail. So by without opening the mail, recruiter can look, okay, he's an SDET, 5 years of experience, he can join in 15 days, and he's also ISTQB certified. Then obviously he or she is going to open that mail. Then after, with this, half of our 50% of our work is done. Now come the other 50% part. Okay, once like they open it, after that, please do greetings. Okay, so let's say hi, any like recruiter name. So I'll write name of the recruiter. If you don't know the recruiter name, then you can use hi sir or hi ma'am. Okay, or hi team. If you like, let's say the mail which you have got is hr@google.com. So you don't know who is like behind this, who is watching your mail. So in that case, like either write hi team or hi sir will work, or hi sir ma'am will work most of the time. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. After that, give a brief introduction about yourself. So in this, what you can do is that, let me cover it in the below. So this is the brief info part. My handwriting is not good. So here, like you are done with that part. Hi sir, and after that, like I am so and so, and currently working at this, and I got to know I got to know about this position from LinkedIn, and please find the below information for your reference. Okay, so just give a brief information about yourself, and after this, one more thing you have to keep in mind, that please, like if possible, highlight some things. So this is the information which we are going to discuss further, and it should be well in the proper format. So it should not look like one thing is here, or you are writing one, two, three, like proper spaces should be given. Or if you are not like okay with this part, just use bullets and use proper formatting. So your mail should be appealing. Okay, because if your mail is not in correct format, or it's like recruiter gets a feeling that okay, he has sent out this mail just for the sake of like sending it, then things can get okay. So let's like cover this part, what is the information we need to provide. So if you are like just tell your experience. So let's say you are 5 years of experience, and in that relevant, so let's say you have like 2 years of experience in support. Okay, or let's say KPO or BPO, whatever it is, and the and you have left that organization after 2 years, but in the relieving letter it clearly mentions that you have worked as an like technical support, then please mention it. Otherwise you can get in trouble regarding the relevant experience. Or let's say within the same organization, so it can happen that for the first 2 years you were in support, after that you were put into manual testing. So in that case, like after you are done with this organization, then that experience letter will not contain any information about the initial 2 years. So in that case, I'll suggest you to please hide this, like put it relevant of 5 years of experience, and don't no need to mention that you were a technical support or any kind of thing, until unless you can justify your 5 years of experience. Got my point? So like if you have some kind of letter that mentions that you were a part of this, then please mention it. Otherwise, like, or like just write 5 years of experience, and on the call you can tell the HR that okay, initial 2 years were in like different role. Okay, coming to your skills. So let's say you have done automation testing. So automation testing in itself is a very vast field. So you have to clearly mention that okay, you have done Selenium with Java, and with that you have hands-on experience, or don't write hands-on, just write like REST API. Okay, so just write REST API. I hope this will make sense to you. Okay, now coming to the tools. So let's say for REST API you have used Postman. Okay, and please don't write Excel in it, because it is expected that if you have 5 years of experience, that means you are like okay with Excel, or let's say you have worked on Jira. So any bug tracking tool or any like tool which you can think of, just write it down here. Now coming to this part, this is also a very important part because these things are common. And after that, if you are sending a mail to, let's say, your team lead, or let's say manager, then please don't mention these things. Because, and even if you are sending it to a group, even if it is an HR group, then you don't know how many people are like, if, because these things initially don't matter until and unless it was explicit explicitly told you in the Naukri message. So when the recruiter is sending you a message, so they mention that, okay, we need to know your CTC, your expected CTC. But like, I'll tell you the problem of sharing these things with your, let's say you are referring or you are sending your resume to the TL. Okay, so it can happen that your expected CTC is more than the current salary of your TL. So once you join, then your TL knows, okay, you have joined at this much salary, and this is more than what he is getting, and you are like, he is 10 years of experience and you are currently at 5. So it is not good for the team. So that's why I suggest you, apart from HR, don't share these things with anyone. And even if like, let's say you have got a mail ID like shailesh at gmail.com, okay, and you don't know whether this person is an HR or is a technical manager or anyone. So in that case, like, don't mention it. Obviously, if he or she is a manager, he or she is an HR, then they will get back to you and they will ask your CTC. There you can simply tell them, okay, my CT is this and I am expecting like 50% hike on it, whatever. But don't mention it to the TLs and the managers. And sometimes what I have seen is that while taking the first round, like some of the guys ask you about your expected CTC. So if you feel that they are like they are taking your interviews, then simply decline them and tell them that you will share these things with the HR. Okay, even if confused, and it doesn't matter that whether they like it or not, but please avoid sharing your package with the technical peoples. Okay, now coming to the notice period. So if you are like, if you can join in 15 days, so I'll just write 15 days and your last working day. So that way, like, you are making the HR work easy because they don't have to calculate your last working day. Or if it is 90 days, then definitely put it like bracket negotiable. Okay. I know you feel like these things don't matter, but believe me, guys, once HR sees your message, you have to increase your chance of getting a call. Okay, like making out of the technical call, selection rejection is a different part, but you have to get calls, you have to get interview calls. So by this, by sending this mail, you are increasing your chance of getting an interview call. Okay, so after this, like, you have mentioned your last day, and if it is 90 days, then you can tell them that you can join in 60 days. And because you have no other option, believe me, guys, if you put down 90 days, 10 out of 8 recruiters is not going to call you. I'll say 10 out of 9. That's the bad part. Okay. And coming to the reason for change. So if you are changing in like more than 2 years, then you can simply tell them that I need like whatever the reason you have. But if you are like switching it after 6 months, it has been 6 months in your current organization and you're looking for a switch, then please don't put this, because no matter how much like whatever reason you give, HR can smell it. Okay, then please don't forget to like thank the recruiter and put regards Okay. Now, after that, put down your name and your phone number so that HR don't have to open your resume to look out for your phone number. Okay. And you have to, and your email, they will get it from the mail ID which you have sent. So no need to mention the email ID, just put down your phone numbers so that they can simply call you. Now coming to the resume file name, I have seen most of the guys putting their resume like by resume file name, I means the attachment which you attach with this mail, your actual resume. So please avoid writing it at final.pdf or like I have seen like resume3.word. Okay, please guys, this is a big turn off. Please don't do this because once, let's say I'm an HR, okay, I have downloaded it and I already contain hundreds of resume with the same name. How I'm going to find it? Obviously, like we have tools, I can sort it and find it, but there also like you yourself are digging your own grave and maybe I looked at some other resume. So I'm increasing my chance of making a mistake. So what is the ideal resume file name? So it can be same as the subject line, but not exactly same. Like you can write it Shailesh 5 and automation. Or if you can join it in 15 days, just write Shailesh 15 like immediate joiner IJ. These are the short terms which HR already knows. So just write Shailesh IJ or maybe Shailesh automation. This is also a good resume, but please don't send it in the Word document. And even if you're sending it in the PDF, don't write just like final or resume, these kind of thing. This is a very big no. Okay, once you are done with this part, now the best time. So I'll give you an example that like today is Friday and you are sending me mail at 5 p.m. Then what is the probability that I'll read that mail? It's low probability because maybe at 5 the HR can leave the office or maybe he's enjoying his half day. So by the time you sent your mail at Friday 5 p.m. and recruiter sees it on Monday 10 a.m., then in between he or she might have got 10 more resume. Okay, so like your resume will be in the bottom. Got it? So please don't send your resume on after like Friday afternoons. That's that's a point number one. And now coming to the best time. So best time I can recommend you is to send from Monday to Wednesday 9 to 12 noon. So please like try to send in this time frame. Otherwise, like if you have to send on Friday also, so try to send it before 12 noon so that like before going out, or maybe you don't know, maybe HR is working, not working on Friday or anything. So try to avoid on Friday, and even if you have to send it on Friday, then send it before 12 noon. So the HR can like on Friday itself, he can process and sees your resume and schedule the call for next week. Got my point? And again, one more thing, like the same thing that if you're sending your resume at 8 p.m. on Monday, then by the time HR logs in the next day, so he or she might contain like 20 different mails from any mails. Okay, so resume will be here, then there is a high probability that your resume will not be seen or will be ignored. Maybe it like there is a very high chance. Okay, so try to send your resume Monday to Wednesday 9 to 12 noon. That's the best time I can recommend it to you. Okay, and after you are done with all these things and it has been like 1 week and you haven't like heard it back from them, then what you can do is to simple follow up. Just write a mail on the same mail chain stating that okay, hi sir, I have sent you a mail last week and I was expecting a call. Like please like, just be courteous and like just like ask them. So w- what happens with me sometimes is that I got a lot of messages on LinkedIn. So sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm not in a mood right now to reply to this message, or maybe like for whatever reason, I have read that message and I forgot to reply on it. So the HR is also a human. Try to understand that there is no automated process for the same, and there is a high probability that they missed out on your email. So by following up, you are like showcasing to them that how much like you care for this job, and how much dedicated you are. Because if you are following up your job, that means you need that job. And it also shows that how you manages, like how good manager you are, that you are like managing your job applications and you're following up the same. Like it's a very good approach that if you haven't heard from the HR in last 1 week, then like please follow up on the same. This goes for any like job application. Even if it is for LinkedIn, you have messaged someone over LinkedIn for a referral and they haven't like got back to you in 1 week, or let's say 10 days, then please follow up with them so that they can have like they have time to reply back and all that. And that's it, guys. By doing all this, like you are improving your chance of getting a call back from the recruiter. Okay. And I have covered most of the topics, but still, if you have any doubt, just comment down below. I'll be very happy to help you out. And that's it, guys. Thank you for your time.